So, let's just dive in. This was one of those matches where the story is written in the numbers. Oman batted first, and, honestly, it was a tough outing for them. Getting bowled out for 104 inches just over 16 overs isn't exactly how you want to start.
Totally, especially when you look at how quickly the wickets fell. Amir Khalil gone first ball? That's brutal. They never quite got momentum, did they? Every time someone tried to settle in, another wicket would tumble.
Right. It's like there was never a moment for Oman to breathe. Their highest partnership was only 15 balls before another wicket makes it tough to build any confidence.
And if you think about the run rate, for a T20 104 is a pretty low total. It always felt like Australia would cruise during the chase, and that's pretty much what happened. But before we get into Australia's innings, can we talk about what went wrong with Oman's batting?
Absolutely, let's break that down. Their top order just couldn't handle the Aussie pace. Bartlett got Kaleem and Singh early, so right away, Oman were playing catch-up.
And it's not like anyone really anchored the innings. Wasim Ali tried, grinding out 32 from 33 balls, but his strike rate was under 100. That's rare in T20s. They needed someone to take charge, but the wickets kept tumbling.
Honestly, the only thing that kept their run rate remotely respectable was a couple of brief cameos, like Hamed Mirza's quick 16 and Sonavali's 12. But even those were cut short. Zampa and Maxwell kept striking.
What stood out to me is that Oman managed only 5 boundaries in the first 6 overs. It felt like Australia had their plan set: keep it tight, force mistakes, and let the scoreboard pressure do the rest. That brings up the Aussie bowlers, actually.
Yeah. Let's give credit where it's due. Adam Zampa was just clinical, 4 wickets for 21 runs in just over 3 overs. That's a game changer right there.
No kidding! And Maxwell chipped in too, taking 2 wickets and barely giving anything away. It's wild how his off-spin just ties down the middle order, especially when Zampa is already causing chaos at the other end.
Plus, Bartlett set the tone early with those 2 quick wickets. It was like a tag team pace at the start, then spin to squeeze. That formula worked perfectly today.
And thinking about the fielding, Australia barely gave away any extras. 6 wides and 2 leg byes in over 16 overs. That's disciplined bowling. Speaking of discipline, Australia's chase was the total opposite of frantic.
Honestly, watching Marsh and Headbat was like seeing a masterclass in controlled aggression. Marsh smashed 64 off just 33 balls, and Head wasn't far behind with 32 off 19.
And they made it look so easy. Marsh, especially 4 sixes, 7 boundaries, barely looked troubled. Oman tried mixing up the bowling, but nothing really stuck. It almost felt inevitable that they'd finish it before the halfway mark.
Yeah, Australia barely lost any time. Only 1 wicket fell. Heads caught and bowled by Shakil Ahmed, which was a little bright spot for Oman. But the rest? Marsh and Inglis just polished off the chase in under 10 overs.
It's wild to think Australia scored at over 11 and over, compared to Oman's 6. The difference in intent was huge. But I am curious, was there anything Oman could have done differently in the field?
That's a good question. Maybe they could have tried more variation earlier, slower balls, mixing up lengths, but when you've got such a low total, it's all about pressure. Australia never felt any.
Exactly. Once Marsh and Head got set, they were just waiting for anything short or wide. Oman's bowlers had little room for error. I guess saving a few runs here or there wouldn't have changed the result with that total.
Yeah, sometimes it's just about learning from these games. Oman will know they need stronger partnerships and maybe a bit more daring in the power play. The gap was clear today, but these experiences can turn into fuel for the next match.
Couldn't agree more. Every big defeat can be a lesson if you're willing to look at what went wrong and tweak your approach. Australia looked a class above, but Oman's journey's really just beginning.
So, with this win, Australia's momentum looks strong. Their bowlers are firing, batters are in form, pretty much ticking all the boxes. They'll want to keep this up for the rest of the tournament.
On Oman's side, it's back to the drawing board, but not in a doom and gloom way. They've got potential, just need to unlock it under pressure. Hopefully, the next game lets them put these lessons to the test.
Definitely one tough match doesn't define a campaign. If anything, it sets the stage for a comeback. Can't wait to see how both teams respond in their next fixtures.
Me neither. That's the beauty of tournaments, you get another shot, and sometimes the bounce back is the best part of all. Let's see what surprises the next round brings.